This question, you really can't get this wrong. I mean, they kind of just give you the answer. So it's a line reference question. And, whenever the line reference is in the question, the strategy we're supposed to follow is not to just read line 37, where it says he's through eating, right? That's the part they're quoting. But we need to read extra for context. Now, the normal rule is that we're supposed to read plus one sentence on either side of that line reference, right? So look what I've included here. I've included the sentence itself, which we should always read. We can't cut corners. We got to read what we're told. So that's that line, those two words, but also the sentence that includes those words. And I included one sentence before, and then the sentence after is really, really short. He stopped her. So this is a good example where I kind of know to, stretch the rule a little bit because I would want context, and 3 extra words isn't really a lot of context, so I'd probably read more. However, none of that is necessary, because as long as we read the sentence itself, the answer is just given to us. It says, when Limey put down his fork and began to count them off, one by one on the fingers of his left hand, the waitress, whose name was Irma, thought he was through eating and tried to take his plate away. So why did she think he was through eating? Because he put his fork down. Just says it. So I'm going to put the strategy here as the plus one sentence rule, just as a reminder that that's generally what we're supposed to do. But this question does provide an exception where even that isn't necessary. The context of the broader paragraph is not necessary. But I guess, in a sense, the context that we want is the sentence itself, right? So the answer is not in the line that they quote. And that, to me, is what the plus one sentence rule is really about, is they'll tell you to look somewhere, but the answer is usually just right before or after it. So this is a way of covering our bases, and in this case, you got to still read a sentence, the sentence that contains this quote. So I don't know, just don't be lazy here. Come on, don't waste points on things like this. There's a lot of hard reading questions in this test, but some of them are just straightforward, and the only reason you might get them wrong is if you don't do the work and read them. So read what you're told, follow instructions. Most of the time, go beyond those instructions and read an extra sentence, but at least read the sentence, always, that they're quoting.